Hey guys, Mayfield's Mobile Lawnmower Service here. Today we're going to clean out the carburetor on this Echo weed eater. If that don't work, we're going to rebuild it.
Hey guys, so first thing you're going to take off is the air filter, and you're going to start by taking this nut off. So once you get this undone, you take it off, and this is the air filter, and you just pull this out, and you can see it's pretty dirty. Next thing you want to do is take these loose. Once you loosen these, you just pull it out, and it will all come as one piece. Also guys, this little white piece is actually the choke. So if you look right here, you can move it. That's choke on, choke off. So first thing, I'm going to take the gas lines off, but the reason why I'm starting on this side is because the primer bulb is pushed in and it's not filling back up with fuel. So you take these 4 screws out and take these gas lines off, and that's where we're going to start at. Also, when you take these gas lines off, you got to be very gentle because these are very easy to rip open and break. So it's not a bad idea to get it and twist it, and then you can just push it out and it'll come right out. Same thing with the other one. Just kind of twist it and then it will pull out just like so. Now I'm going to start on the screws. Once you get them loose, you just take this out. Again, it's just one piece. There you go. And it's pretty dirty, as you can see. As you can see, there's a Phillips head screw in the center. You take that loose, and then this little white piece pops out. Let's pull that out. And that's all the jets that need to be cleaned. So if you look on the back of this plastic piece, there's a diaphragm. And this basically pumps the gas, and it will go up and down real fast, and it will pump gas through this little piece. Normally, I don't mess with these. If you mess with it and don't put it back exactly right, it tends to not let the motor run. So just be careful. For now, I'm just not going to mess with it. So before we clean anything out, we got to take the back side off. So you start with these 2 screws right here. Once you get that plate off, there's another black piece, and this is basically a diaphragm also. Don't mess with that. What we're going to do now is actually blow through these ports. And what I'm going to use is air. And if you don't have air, you can use a carburetor cleaner. Something like that will work just as good. So I'm going to get my air tank and get as close as I can to each one of these holes, and I'm going to blow through. There's also a screen right here that you got to make sure is clean. And then just hit every single hole. Once you blow through all the ports, now you got to put this piece on, and just make sure you pay attention. It goes on a certain way. This little clip goes in this little corner, like a little hole that it goes in. And then you screw these back on. So we got that piece back on. Now we got to put this plastic piece back on here. So got the Phillips head in, got that tightened down. Looking good so far. Now we just got to put the primer bulb back on. Same thing. You just put the primer bulb back on, screw these down. Once you get that put back on, then you want to slide these fuel lines back on one at a time. Now I got the fuel lines back on. Now you just want to add this back. You just push them through the holes. Get everything lined up in the back, and then just screw it in. Just like that, got everything put back together. I know it needs a new air filter, but it will do for now. Put that on, then put the cover back on, tighten it up. Now it's time for a test run. Ain't got no gas. All right. How you feel about it?
Another day in the park.
Yeah, buddy. Got her done.